We're in the southwest corner of Ontario in a little place called Chapel, and we found an RV site. It's 5 sites, compliments of Chapel. You can stay here for free. Look at that. There we are. There's even free electricity and water, and it's on the water. I will go to the waterfront now to show you. We just left our free camping spot in Chapel, and we're on our way to Thunder Bay because our air conditioning broke down. The car's air conditioning, and it's extremely hot, and there's a heat warning and everything. So we left relatively early.
I think the temperature is going to drop after we fixed it, or after we fix it.
Probably. So if you look outside now, it's still a little bit cloudy, and that's a good thing because now it's 21 degrees and it's still doable. But once the sun comes through, oh man. But tonight we're staying on a harvest host, some kind of farm. So hopefully we will find some shade there. Fingers crossed, and that they can fix our air conditioning on Monday. First we were in Saskatchewan and I saw some birds flying over, and I said to Martin, those look like pelicans. Oh, not possible, it's Saskatchewan. Then again in Manitoba, and now we're on Ontario, and call me crazy, but those are pelicans. Never expected to see those here in Canada. We're staying at a harvest host, Slate River Dairy. It's in the vicinity of Thunder Bay, and we just bought some buttermilk.
Real buttermilk.
Wow.
Not the stuff you buy in the store.
It tastes, it's a combination of whipped cream with yogurt. I don't know, we're just, what we're doing now is quickly finishing that bottle so we can buy a new one before the store closes.
Because they're closed tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
This is stuff we used to drink when we were young.
Yeah, that's
in the
true.
Netherlands.
Yeah, that's what
real buttermilk.
Yeah, you have a buttermilk mustache.
There you go.
I'm quickly gonna finish my
Yeah.
buttermilk. It's a hot day again, and we're still waiting for our appointment at the Dodge dealer. So today we spent some time at the Kakabeka Falls, and I have no clue where it is.
In Kakabeka Falls.
Oh, in Kakabeka.
That's the name of the town too.
Yeah, so
Close
we
to
just
Thunder
walked.
Bay.
Okay, we just walked around a bit, and we had some lunch. We had a parking spot in the shade, and now we're gonna try and wash the van a bit. Because there's so many insects on them, so on our way to the
Trans-Canada Highway, Ontario 11 East.
What she said. If you think we look a little bit overheated, we are. This morning, really early, we delivered the van at the Dodge dealer in Thunder Bay, and then we left because they told us it could take all day. So we went to the mall and just waddled around a bit. We came back at about 1 o'clock, 1:30, something like that. And Martin asked how far they were, and they said, we just started. Then about 10 minutes later they came to us and they asked which air conditioning, the one on top of the van or the one under the underhood. It's like, what? Okay. Well, to make a long story short, they couldn't help us because they couldn't lift the van. And apparently they have to lift the van, but we know by now that there's at least no.
There's a leak in the light, so it needs to be found and lift it back in, and then it should be fine.
Yeah. So we decided to just leave Thunder Bay, and now we're on a. What is this? Well, it's a parking lot, and as you see, there's some. Well, let's just say ruins of ships. But at least it's at the water, It's a little bit windy and it's more than 30 degrees now, so we will spend the rest of the afternoon here and just think about what we're gonna do.
Not much. See that?
Last night we had a wonderful boondock spot somewhere in Hurket.
Where?
Hurket. I looked it up, it's correct. And this morning we didn't know how fast to get out of there. The mosquitoes were horrible, even in our van. So during the drive, the rest of the day, I was just catching mosquitoes all the time. How many mosquitoes did I catch?
I think 100.
It's unbelievable. So now we ended up in White River, which is the birthplace of Winnie the Pooh. The story goes that there was a veterinarian, he was a military, a soldier, and he saw a baby cub, a black bear, for sale on the railway station.
There's another one.
And he bought it for $20 and he took care of it for a while, but then he had to go to France in the war and he left it at the London Zoo, where Winnie, that's how he named the bear, basically stayed the rest of his life.
And why was he called Winnie?
Because the soldier came from Winnipeg.
That's what I said.
That's where the name Winnie came from. And the writer of the story Winnie the Pooh, his son was in love with Winnie and he fed him and played with him. That's where the story started.
Yep.
And it's warm again. But we're not complaining.
A little bit.
Okay. And as you see, we found another big thing. A big wild goose. We're at Wawa, which is halfway, you said, between Victoria,
BC,
BC
on the island, and St. John's, Newfoundland.
At St. John's, Newfoundland. So, oh well, it's fun to see.
We're on our way back there.
But something like Wawa means wild goose. That's why they have the wild goose in Wawa.
In Wawa, Ontario.
Exactly. And then all of a sudden the blue sky is back. Last night we stayed at a blueberry farm in Wawa, the wild goose town.
Wawa.
Wawa. And we left this morning in the fog. Then we came somewhere where it was really bright and sunny, and now it's foggy again. Weather is strange, and I expect to see the sun.
Don't worry, it's gonna be warm again.
Okay. A part of life when you're on the road.
Jumping and filling up on water.
And we're always trying to find free dump sites.
Yes.
And as we don't drink the water which is in our tank, well,
It's potable water.
it's potable, yeah. It really smells like chlorine, you said.
I would drink it, no problem. We have the Berkey, so there you go.
Last night we stayed at Crownland, south of Sudbury.
Yep.
And what are we gonna do today, Martin? Well, we're staying at a Harvest House,
It's a brewery,
a
so I
brewery.
can have a beer. But there's also a poutine festival going on in town.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do today. Trying to eat poutine. When we first came to Canada, if somebody told us about poutine, we were just like, ugh,
It's actually quite good.
And yeah,
For those who don't know what it is, but we might show you later, it's French fries with gravy and cheese curds, no?
fresh cheese curd.
Fresh cheese curd.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, but it tastes good.
So I'm looking forward to that. But look where we stayed overnight. And there's nobody around us.
And you can stay for 21 days if you want to. Around there.
And according to Martin, that lake is called Nelly Lake.